The game is starting to wrap up, and in all likelihood, this is going to wrap up Doc Rivers' tenure as the Philadelphia 76ers head coach. Ever since he took the job in 2021, every year they have gotten bounced in the second round. After all the bevy of moves they have made, players they acquired, things of that nature, they still cannot get past the second round. Joel Embiid has never gotten past the second round. This man is not the superstar player that a lot of people thought he is. He's not that player that a lot of people think he is. Your game 7, all on the line, and you come out and put on a performance like that. You guys are a bunch of frauds, man. You guys are a bunch of frauds. You told us to trust the process, right? You told us to trust the process. And what has this process gotten us up to this point? Every last one of you. But Joel Embiid, you're the league MVP. You're the league MVP. And you go out and you put on a performance like that, you got Al Horford throwing your shots in the second row. You're getting beat up by aging Al Horford. How can you sit up there and tell us to trust the process when you have not given us a reason to trust you? You have not given us the reason to trust you. Hit the like button, smash that like button, and donate to my channel if you support what I do. And it's just more of the same. You let Jason Tatum go off on you for 51 points and 13 rebounds. 51 points, 13 rebounds. This man had 42 points in through 3 quarters to where Boston outscored the 76ers 33-10 in that third quarter. And we can go back to that game 6 where Philadelphia had Boston dead to rights. And what did I tell y'all back then when I did that video? They had Boston dead to rights and they failed to close the deal. That was their best chance to get Boston up out of there. You did not want this going back to Boston for a game 7. This is the game where your best players have to be at their best. And unfortunately, a team with 2 league MVPs, because Joel Embiid is the current MVP, James Harden was a former league MVP. You mean to tell me you got a team with 2 league MVPs on that roster and they put up a choke job like that? They put up a choke job like that. Joel Embiid, for all intents and purposes, if you ask me, he campaigned for that goddamn MVP. He did. What's up, y'all? I see y'all up in here. Sean Ojiko, Gideon, Michael Lewis, Lemon Pepper Lou, that boy Love T, Ted Cox, King Twister. I see y'all up in here. Salute to all y'all in the building. Your best players got to be at their best. And they were anything but their best. This man, in my estimation, campaigned for MVP because nobody gave him no love. Well, you absolutely, definitely not getting no love today. You're not getting no love today. I'm pretty sure those Sixers fans is out there burning Joel Embiid's jersey right now. I'm pretty sure some of them burning James Harden's jersey right now. You guys just cost Doc Rivers his job. That performance right there is going to cost Doc Rivers his job. I would be absolutely floored if Doc Rivers kept this job after this kind of performance right here. 3 years in a row, you get bounced in the second round. 3 years in a row under Doc Rivers. If you go back to the year before that, when they had Brett Brown, they got swept in the first round by the Celtics in the bubble. And if you go back the year before that, they were bounced in the second round by the eventual NBA champion Toronto Raptors. Then if you go back the year before that, they were bounced in the second round by the Boston Celtics. So through this whole time, and I point the finger at Joel Embiid because he's been there throughout the whole damn process that he was telling us to trust. What's up, Celtics Nation? Tyler Brown. What's up, y'all? Salute to all y'all in the building. Appreciate y'all for being up in here. Hit that like. Hit the like. Share these videos. Support what I'm trying to do. And if you really support what I try to do, put a couple dollars in my Cash App. Now, Joel Embiid, you was there through this whole process you was telling us to trust. And what did you do? Have you even so much as evaluated what has held you back this whole time? What has kept you from taking the proverbial next step? To me, Joel Embiid is not a superstar. He's not a superstar. And what do I always say? What's up, B Skrills? What do I always say? You make your money in the regular season. You make your money in the regular season. You make your legacy in the postseason. And Joel Embiid and James Harden's legacy, when it comes to their standing in NBA lore, is anything but acceptable. It's unacceptable. This is unacceptable to where your best players don't even be at their best when it matters most. And just when I thought I was going to come around and give you guys some form of praise, you guys go out there and really shit the bed. You guys really went out there and shit the bed. All that wheeling and dealing, all that illegal stuff that James Harden did to get Daniel House and PJ Tucker on the team, what that got you? All that illegal shit y'all did in the at the end of last season, right? And the NBA found that y'all were tampering. The NBA found that y'all were tampering, and it cost y'all a second round pick. And y'all did all that just to get bounced in the second round. What's up, J Dog? Salute to my man J Dog in the building. Y'all did all that wheeling and dealing in the offseason last year just to get bounced in the second round again. You guys just cost Doc Rivers his job, man. I hope Doc Rivers update his resume because he gonna need to. He gonna need to update that resume. Doc Rivers need to update that resume because he about to get fired. He about to get fired. I told y'all this from the word jump when I did that season preview at the before the season began. I told you what coaches was going to get fired, and look what happened. Look what happened. The shoe dropped yesterday with Monty Williams. Now, Monty Williams just came off an NBA Finals appearance 2 years ago. He got fired. Mike Budenholzer won the NBA championship 2 years ago, and he got fired. Dwayne Casey gone. Steven Silas gone. The first shoe dropped during the season when you had Nick McMillan get fired from Atlanta. No thanks to Pretty Ricky Trae Young. Joel Embiid is not it. He's not it. James Harden is not it. How many times are we going to see this movie over and over and over again before people realize what's going on? We've seen this same movie over and over again every year. Philadelphia getting bounced in the second round. Just when you think Philadelphia is going to take the next step and they're going to play in the conference finals and give the team something to believe in, they go out there and be the proverbial choke artist. You think this could be massive changes going on in Phoenix? That has absolutely nothing of what's about to happen in Philadelphia. James Harden, you're out of there. I won't be surprised. Well, they're not going to trade Joel Embiid. But Doc Rivers, he's gone. Elton Brand, we're looking at you too. Elton Brand, your good is gone too. Elton Brand's the GM. He put this stuff together. He made these crazy ass moves, bringing in Al Horford, $100 million deal. He ain't even last that long in Philadelphia before they trade him off to OKC. This is a complete failure from the top down. This team reflects leadership. And Elton Brand, this got Elton Brand name all over it. He needs to follow Doc Rivers out the door too. That's right. Elton Brand need to be gone too. They're going to take the next step because this is, we're talking to 6 out of the last 7 years this team got bounced in the second round. When they had that idiot coaching Brett Brown, and they thought they got an upgrade in Doc Rivers only for the same damn result. Joel Embiid, you, sir, are not the superstar who we think you is. You're not. James Harden, been knocked off that pedestal. Been knocked off that pedestal, if you ask me, when it comes to James Harden. Told y'all these guys ain't built like that. If we want to lump these guys in the same breath as Shaq and Kobe, talk about all that. This two's the dynamic duo, just like Shaq and Kobe. That's that media sensationalism that mainstream outlets like ESPN and Fox Sports 1 and whatever else, prop up to try to drum up some kind of excitement or whatever like that. These guys going a 5-game winning streak in the regular season, get some bullshit ass teams. Now we don't lump these guys in the same breath as Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal. Right, this dude got more turnovers than points. Not supposed to have faith and belief. And these guys, shit, the devil's a fucking lie. The devil's a fucking lie. I'm going to drop the link. Hold on. I'm going to go ahead and drop that link. Joel Embiid is a goddamn fraud, man. Everybody running him up, but Giannis, this dude ain't getting no smoke. Joel Embiid ain't getting no damn smoke. There's only like a handful of people I know that's given Joel Embiid the smoke over these last few years. I was one of them. When he was out here campaigning for an MVP instead of doing what he needed to do to put his team in a position to win a goddamn championship. And the reason why I'm going that goddamn on Joel Embiid the most because he's been in the longest. This is the disgrace. What's up, Freddie G? Money Dog 88. I've been known James Harden to be a notorious playoff choke artist and all that. Because what I'm saying about him ain't nothing new. But when it comes to Joel Embiid, that dude has been there throughout the whole time. Through all the personnel changes, coaching changes. They had the GM when they had I forgot who Sam Hinkie. When they fired Sam Hinkie and brought in Elton Brand, Joel Embiid has been there throughout the whole fucking time. Joel Embiid's been there throughout the whole time. You can't tell me that the teams that y'all had before, even when Ben Simmons was remotely good, when Ben Simmons was remotely good, and you have Marco Bellinelli, J.J. Redick, all these other guys. You had Jimmy Butler. All these guys, and you still get your asses bounced in the second round. Joel Embiid has been the number one constant, and in my opinion, the only constant throughout this whole process. So I ask y'all in the chat room, do y'all trust the process now? Huh? Do y'all trust the process now? Because I don't. But then again, I've been off that. I've been off that for like a couple years now because I already knew what time it was when it came to this movie. Mm-mm-mm. You guys are a disgrace. The last time the Philadelphia 76ers played in the Eastern Conference Finals was 2001. I had just got back from deployment, my very first deployment in the Navy. I was stationed in Norfolk, Virginia. This is when Kobe Bryant had a full head of hair, a little mini afro going on, giving people that business. Allen Iverson, the native son of the 757, was carrying Philadelphia on his back, taking that team to the NBA Finals. In 2001, that's the last year Philadelphia played in the Eastern Conference Finals. Jimmy Butler is the it factor. Jimmy Butler has what it takes to get his team over the hump. I told y'all before, when Jimmy Butler wants to play, this dude is a problem, a major problem. Philadelphia had him, and they let him get away because they prioritized Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris over him. Allen Iverson ain't going to be able to be your answer this time around. Dr. J ain't going to find the fountain of youth and walk through that door again. Neither is Moses Malone. You guys, boy, there's going to be massive changes going on in Philadelphia. You think what's going on in Phoenix is bad? With the firing Monty Williams and them shopping Chris Paul around like he's some goddamn on used tires, some shit. You think that's what's going on in shit? That ain't got nothing compared to what's going to happen in Philly. Nothing's going to compare to what's going to happen in Philly. This is going to be a complete and utter destruction of this team. This team right here, as you know it, that will not be the same team that walked through them locker rooms next year. It ain't. It ain't. It ain't. You know, Tobias Harris, where you at? You got wild bread and all that. Where the fuck was you at? Tobias Harris, you got Joel Embiid, James Harden played like shit. Where was you at? Y'all boys about to cost Doc Rivers his job, man. Can't really hold too much against Tyrese Maxey, right? This is only like Tyrese Maxey's like second or third year. So I ain't gonna get on him too much. But Joel Embiid, James Harden, PJ Tucker, you know you can't shoot. Tobias Harris, a guy they traded for. That's the thing that got me, man. Y'all did all that wheeling and dealing in the offseason just to get bounced in the second round, and it's going to cost you a second round pick for tampering. Mm-mm-mm. The two guys on the court that you know that's gonna hurt you, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Them guys out there ball. You guys that they didn't. You've seen this team way too many times whether it be in the regular season or in the postseason. You say the same cast of characters, and you guys cannot get this team up out of there. That's the thing I don't understand. You have seen the Boston Celtics throughout the years, the same group of guys, whether it be Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, that Sonic the Hedgehog looking motherfucker who likes flopping everywhere, and Marcus Smart. Robert Williams, Al Horford. You see the same group of individuals year in and year out, and yet you still cannot get these guys up out of here. You guys are a bunch of frauds. Every last one of you, except for Tyrese Maxey. I'm not going to go at him just yet. But Joel Embiid, James Harden, you guys are disgusting, man. You guys, oh my God, there's so much things I want to say, but I don't want you two digging me for cyberbullying. I don't want YouTube going at me for cyberbullying. You guys are, that product you put out in the court right now, earlier today, was unacceptable. That was unacceptable. At the end of the day, this game came down to one thing and one thing only. The star players on the Boston Celtics did their job. The star players on the Philadelphia 76ers did not. Period. There's no excuse of getting beat down like that. You just went up there and got ran through like that. Not supposed to hold Joel Embiid in high regard. I'm supposed to put him in the same breath as Giannis Antetokounmpo? Hell no. There was almost a joke that this man and Giannis Antetokounmpo was in the same conversation for league MVP, along with Jokic. This guy out here shooting fadeaways, and Al Horford is taking that ball and throwing it back in his face. What's up, Christopher Gibson? Salute. Al Horford just doing the defensive number on goddamn on Joel Embiid, and he's supposed to be league MVP. They ain't even got to worry about a double team. That's how effective Al Horford was on goddamn Joel Embiid. They stopped sending double teams. If you're Joel Embiid, you got to force the action, bro. You got to get Al Horford in foul trouble. You got to get in there and bang down there and get this man in foul trouble. Instead, you are here trying to shoot fadeaways, and Al Horford taking that shit, throwing it in the second row. You cannot trust Joel Embiid in the postseason. You can't. You can't trust James Harden in the postseason. You can't. That 45-point game James Harden had in game one, I was like, look, you can't get excited about that because regression is going to hit. He had the 42-point game in game, was it game four? It was game four, he had the 42-point game. And at that point, we was like, okay, progress, but we need to see more. Now can you close them out? Now do you have the killer instinct to close this team out? And that answer is a resounding no. They don't have the killer instinct. They don't. They don't have no killer instinct. I don't know what else to say about this, man. What's up, y'all? K, Manuel, Terry, Dominique. I don't know what else to say about this. This was a horrendous performance by the Philadelphia 76ers, and you guys just cost Doc Rivers his job. No matter how much pleading, no matter how much, well, we need Doc, Doc is the answer, we just didn't play for him. Yeah, you guys just cost Doc Rivers his job. Doc Rivers need to go ahead and update his resume because he's going to end up somewhere else. Get what you can. If they want to trade Joel Embiid, I don't think they're going to do it. They should, because at this point, it just hasn't worked. It just doesn't work. What's up, gamer dude? Get what you can for Joel Embiid. You can't win with him. You can't. You cannot win with Joel Embiid. Just like in the video I did yesterday, you can't win with Julius Randle. You just can't. It's just some guys you can't win with. These guys ain't built like that. But when we keep saying that these guys ain't built like that, it's always Cap. It's always LB. You don't know nothing about basketball. LB, you the hood cart banks. LB, you this. LB, you that. LB, you got a mush mouth. LB, you got a gap in your mouth. All this other bullshit I'm subjected to whenever I state these facts. You can't win with this dude, man. Ever since this dude was drafted #1 overall out of Kansas, years he keep telling us to trust the process and all that. And year in and year out is always the same result. Either you get bounced in the second round or he's sustaining some kind of injury in the playoffs. At least Jokic shook off that stigma and got his team to the Western Conference Finals. Now, will they beat the Lakers? I like the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals against the Nuggets. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I like the Lakers in that matchup. But I'll get to that in another video. Joel Embiid ain't built like that, man. Just when you thought this year he finally turned the corner, he goes out there and does this. 2 games in a row. So that's all I gotta say about that, man. That's all I gotta say about that, man. This was unacceptable, man. I feel so bad for the Sixers fan. And look, I don't like anything about Philadelphia except the cheesesteaks and the roast pork, right? I don't like the cops. I don't like the potholes that's on the road. I don't like the goddamn Eagles. I don't like the Phillies. I don't like the goddamn Flyers. The only team I really like in Philadelphia is the 76ers. I feel so bad for their fans right now. Hell, I don't even like some of the people out there in Philadelphia. They'll sit there, cut your ass off, and then flip you off because you're not driving fast enough for them. I don't like nothing about Philadelphia except for the Sixers. And this how they repay their fans, man. I feel bad for them, man, for real. I feel so bad for them, man, because they deserve better. The Sixers fan base deserve way better than what they're getting right now. And that is the honest to God truth. Now, if you're not subscribing to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. Shouts out to the LDBC. This your man. Scream at me. Ho!